Listen, I got a lot of respect for Western Michigan and Coach Stevens. I think they have a clear identity of how they play. They play really fast. They really rebound. They swept us last year. And I can't get that out of my mind, quite frankly. But he does a great job. And they got a good team. They really do. And I told our guys going into this, they could have easily been 2-0 coming in here today. And I thought our guys had another couple great days of practice, prep leading up to the game here today. Guys were locked into the details, had great energy. We were obviously down Luke Skowjak, but we really didn't miss a beat, quite frankly, at all. I thought and I told our guys, it's not our run's going to happen. I don't know whether it's going to be the beginning of the game, middle, towards the end. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We're just too talented on offense because our ball moves and our pace of play. We just got so many threats, which I think makes us really, really difficult to guard. And when our defense was like it was in the first half, we were just flying around, creating deflections, pressing a little bit, and then going back to man hedging, switching. I thought we gave him a lot of good different looks to keep them off balance because he does a great job putting his players in a great position to be successful. But kudos to our players. We got to finish the game better. I wanted the last 20 minutes. I want to be able to put together 40. But you got to sometimes fight that human nature when you're up. But like I said, I'm pleased with the game, pleased with the performance that we had. Obviously, our attention's going to move very quickly to Northern Illinois, who we got on the road on Tuesday night.
Coach, can you try and back Cam Kraft up on this one? He said, man, we're taking it one game at a time, and it seems like you guys are doing a pretty good job of doing that too.
Yeah, that's what mature teams do. It's been since 2005 since we've won a regular season championship here at Miami, and it's a marathon. You get 18 games. All the games are worth the same. Doesn't matter who you're playing. Team that's picked first, team that's picked last, doesn't matter. You get the same amount of credit. So you just got to take it one game at a time. You got to be humble. It's all about that preparation. That's where we create our separation. And our guys have done a great job, not just getting bored with practice, bored with the process, watching film, just about getting better, which I think we are. We're taking a big jump as a team here over Christmas break.
Coach, some of the offensive stats for the last couple of games are pretty eye-popping, to say the least. Over the last 5 games, you guys have been averaging just under 100 points per game, which would be number 1 in the country over a full season. Beginning of the year, you said your offense was going to be good. Did you think it was going to be this good?
I did. I knew it would take some time. We got some new faces. We got some couple freshmen. We got a couple transfers and guys in different roles than they were last year, obviously. Some of the returners. And it takes a little time to put it all together, but we got a lot of weapons, man. We got guys that can drive it, guys that can shoot it from all 5 spots. The space on the floor is just crazy. And our pace of play is great. Our guys play the right way. We had 20 assists again tonight. We had too many turnovers there in the second half. We did a great job in the first half. But our guys make the right plays. We got really good IQ. We got high IQ players. And it allows us to play the way that we play. And play a lot of conceptual basketball, which is harder to get good at. Right, so I think it's harder to scout for sure. It's less set plays. We'll run set plays on dead ball situations, but in general, we want to stay in our flow, and we teach our guys all the solutions to all the coverages, and we just kind of play. And you can only do that if you have high IQ guys like we have.
And Coach, in the first half, the perimeter defense intensity was pretty outstanding.
Yeah,
especially forced a couple late shots in the shot clock. What was your message to the team that kind of led to that performance?
Yeah, listen, we're growing. Ball screen defense is really growing. It kept me up over Christmas break. My wife kept on saying, "Why are you up at 3 a.m.? I said, I keep on waking up because I keep on thinking about our ball screen defense, right? It was on my mind. And listen, our guys have gotten so much better at it. We can switch. We have really Antoine and Reese can really move their feet for as big as they are, and our guards are tough. So we can switch, but there's going to be games where we need to hedge as well and put 2 on the ball and be more disruptive. And if you can get good at both, man, you got a chance to be a really good half-court defensive team, right? Because a lot of teams are running a lot of ball screens nowadays with the modern-day basketball, more ball screens than off screens, and I think our ball screen defense is dramatically getting better.
Coach, how much are you enjoying us having a variety of ways where you can score on the perimeter and you can take it inside, and so really it kind of puts a lot of pressure on the defense to not just be able to take one thing away and that's it, that's a solution.
Yeah, you got to kind of pick your poison with us in a lot of ways. Ball State I thought did a really good job in the second half at their place of taking away our threes. Well, we started cutting them up, and we were getting layups left and right. We can get to the free throw line. We can drive the ball. We can post it. We can cut. To your point, our ball moves side to side. Our guys share it. Our guys screen. I mean, we're heading in the right direction on that offensive end. We'd be a very hard scout if I had to play against Miami. I'd be like, man, there's a lot of weapons out there. It's like, who do you help off of? You really can't help off of anybody because they can all shoot. So it makes us hard to prepare for.
Are you at all surprised about the cohesion that there is and the ability to, get that kind of play that, involves so many people?
Yeah, recruiting's is an inexact science. There's no question about it. But we did know each of these guys before we took them. And in this day and age of portal and the speed dating and that it is in the spring, man, you got to be careful who you bring into your program. They may get a really talented player, but they can really jack up your culture very quickly. We're playing for Miami, right? And the better we do, the more individual attention our guys will get. And our guys know that. They keep the team first and foremost above all. And we got high character guys, man. I said it to Terry on the radio. I think everybody knows how good of a shooting team we have and all that. But, the key to our team is our connectivity and our character. Our guys could care less who gets credit. They don't care. They just want to win. And there's going to be certain games where Cam Kraft gets 30. There's going to be a game where Peter Suter gets 42. There's going to be a game where Reese Potter goes for 24. There's going to be a game where Cooper goes for 20. We got a lot of different guys that can do it. Brant Byers goes 6 for 3 against Buffalo. I mean, it's just a lot of different guys. So you don't really know who to take away when you're playing against us. So, and I think as long as we continue to keep that team at the forefront of everything, which I know we will because of who we have in our locker room, man, we're going to be really difficult to defend.
An opportunity here if they could keep it running, keep posting some wins in that by the time the students that get back on campus and everything, that there can be some pretty positive vibes and stuff, maybe some stuff that they're not used to around here for the basketball program. It's been a while.
It's been a long time. It's been too long. Listen, when I took the job here, I knew it was going to be a rebuild. Miami's a great place. I mean, it's like Disney World around here. I mean, how can you not love when you step foot on this campus? I mean, how can you not love it? I mean, it's the best feeling I've ever had stepping on a campus. We're building. We're not where we want to be, though. We're not where we want to be, and I think that's so important to recognize. But we sure aren't where we were either. When I took it over, we're getting better. We're improving. We need the students. To your point, just getting that positive momentum and that energy. We got brand new bleachers for them down there now. Brand new, nice and new, down there nice and cozy, right next to the opponent's bench so we can heckle the heck out of those opponents and the officials. Even though we're not supposed to do that, I shouldn't say it. Don't heckle the officials, just heckle the opponents. We got great officials in our league. Yeah, man, we need that. We want to change the environment here and change the energy that's been around our men's basketball program for quite some time. And you talk to all the former players and former coaches that just take so much pride in this. I was talking to some guys that work here at Millette, and they said, man, back in the day, Coach, this thing was packed. We were putting out the bleachers. And I said, man, we're going to get it back to that. It's a process to get it there. And it takes everybody pulling in the same direction, which I think is happening right now.
Antoine picked up 5 today.
Yeah.
He's had some fouls lately.
Last couple games.
It's going to have to be tweaked or anything to kind of keep him more available, or at least not put you in a situation that you don't want to be in?
Listen, I said it after ball. I don't need another coach. I'm sitting over there on the bench. I need him out on the floor. He's got to be more disciplined. I mean, he's an animal. I mean, shoot, he had how many rebounds? He had 8, I believe, in 18 minutes. I mean, he's getting double-digit rebounds if he's playing, 20 plus. We need him on the floor. He's got to be more disciplined. He's got to stop swiping down too much, trying to block shots. He's got to do what we call just be vertical, right? Show his hands more. Just stop. Get rid of the ticky-tack fouls that are kind of irrelevant. Just like, man, we need you out there. And he's in a much different role than he was last year at Rutgers. Right, he could probably get away with that at Rutgers last year with his role that he was in. Well, now he's a starter for us, and he's a dude. And we need him out there on that floor. He's a double-double guy if he gets the right amount of minutes. So, we need to be a little bit more disciplined, show his hands.
Hey, Cam, talk about what you guys were able to do today. It seemed like you guys were able to kind of take care of business early and kept it.
Yeah, I think coming into this game, we knew it was going to be a physical game against a team like Western Michigan. We know what type of culture they have. So I think we brought a lot of energy from the jump. And for the first half, I think it was our best offensive execution we've had all season. We were shooting well, cutting well, playing defense. I think it was also one of our best defensive halves. So we were just clicking on all cylinders.
It seems like you guys have really gotten in the groove. I know you're 3-0 in conference play. What's been the key so far?
Just our process. You know, we never look too far ahead or too far in the past. I think our practices have been great. We just keep meshing as a team, following the game plan, watching film, staying in the gym, and, you know, just trusting what the game plan and what the coaches are telling us to do.
For you specifically, can you kind of pinpoint what your role is on the team and kind of how that kind of has helped out the program?
Yeah, all the guys know I can score it. I've been able to shoot the ball well, but I've been able to do more than just that. Been able to get downhill, get to the rim, play make for others. I think a lot of defensive gravitate towards me, which creates space for others. So I think I just open up a lot offensively and continue to get better defensively as well.
Cam, over the last 5 games, as a team, you guys are averaging over or just under 100 points a game. What has been the keys on offense that led you guys to be so successful over this stretch?
We're shooting it like crazy. I think where our percentages, I think we're top 10 in the country right now. So, man, that's just what our team does. We have the pieces to do it, and we're just going to continue to let it fly. Why not?
On the other side of the ball, you held Western Michigan to 2 from 16 from behind the arc today. What was so successful from the perimeter defensive standpoint from you guys in the guard play?
We knew they're not a great shooting team throughout the season statistically, so we just forced them to get down to the rim, contest, walling up and being physical was a huge part of the game plan. So, and them going 2 for 16 also helped, and we rebounded really well for how physical they are.
Where do you see this team down the road in a couple weeks? Because you guys are playing really, really well.
Yeah, we just take it one game at a time. We're locked in on NIU, so our goal isn't to win one game at a time. We have goals of winning the MAC championship. So in order to do that, you got to trust the process rather than just looking too far into the future.
It looks like over the last 3 weeks, you've been able to not only shoot the perimeter shot, keep that going, as it were, but to drive and be able to finish and score from different parts of the court. Is that something that you've put in some extra work on, or it was just a matter of time?
I think it was just a matter of time. Early in the season, I was relying on the 3 a little bit too heavy. Just watching film and understanding how much my shooting ability opens up everything else. So teams are flying at me to defend the 3s, and I'm just able to get down to the mid-range and around the rim to score.
Kind of along those lines, as long as you guys are able to penetrate and get some shots and that sort of thing, scoring the paint, that's only going to help with the perimeter shooting as well, right?
Yeah, inside to outside. I think our bigs are playing real well. They draw a lot of attention down there, so we get kick-out 3s. It's just a complete – right now we're clicking on all cylinders, like I said. We just got to keep going.